for number 1. On number 1, what is the equation for the warm-up? Kylie, go ahead.
X squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0.
And what are we supposed to solve by?
Solve the quadratic equation by factoring.
All right. So remember, when you factor, are we going to have the slide divide here? No, because the a value is 1. So we know numbers that multiply up to a 40 but combine to make a -3. What are those numbers? 8 and 5. And which one did we want to be negative? So we're going to draw our parentheses. We're going to break up our x's. And it's -8 and +5. And remember, from here, you set each one of those equal to 0 and solve. So it's going to be x minus 8 equals 0. And then x plus 5 equals 0. What is x over here for the -8 factor? And over here? Any questions on that? How are we solving for the next problem? Is the next one completing the square?
Yes.
Will you please tell me the equation?
Too many people talking at the same time.
All right. You will not have open notes tomorrow, so you have to remember your steps for completing the square. The first one is to get your x's on the same side by themselves. They're over on the same side, but are they by themselves?
No.
So we got to push the 8 to the other side. So that's the second line of the work. From the third line, it is x squared minus 12x. Here's where you draw your blank. And then a 9 and a +8 is a +17. When you complete the square, if you want to get the right answer, always do this setup. And not only do that setup, I put a little asterisk right there because that's going to appear too. Y'all, what's the b value?
12.
Negative 12. What's half of -12?
-6.
And -6 times -6?
Positive 36.
So the value that is squared is going to go in that blank. And what do we put over here? Same exact value. Y'all, what are the factors of this left side? X minus 6. That's why we put a check box or a little asterisk right there, because it comes back. The -6 comes back. And then what's 17 plus 36? Good. So what is the next step that we are about to do? Square root it. Here is why you need to know lots of different methods. Honestly, the quickest way to find zeros is to graph it, because you have an n square, and then find the zeros. But if your zeros are not perfect, clean, easy whole numbers, then you have to go back to this method. I know immediately these are not clean, easy whole numbers. How do I know that? Because of 53. That's not perfect, so we're going to get some weird answer. And if Harrington asks you to put it in exact form, which you can pretty much bet she's going to ask you to do that, then the only way that you're able to move forward is to, of course, complete the square or use the quadratic formula. All right, so just like you said, it is time to square root both sides. And what do we do when we draw a square root symbol? Plus, minus. Very good. And you cancel out the exponent. Are there any perfects hiding out in 53? No. There's not. In fact, I think 53 is prime. I'm not certain. But I know there's not any perfects hiding out in there. So we are almost done. We have one more step. What's the last step? Push the -6 over to isolate x. So x is going